Well, I've got some of this lumber that I milled up the other day off that big log, and we're going to build a door for the horse shelter. The one on the side is the one I'm building right now. I am going to build a couple for the ends, but this one's going to be 49 by 75, just board and bat kind of style. So what I did, you need it to be flat. You don't want to build a twist into the door or something. And since I don't have a concrete floor in here yet, and I don't have really an area to do that, I just set my sawhorses up in here and threw a level on them. And you can see that horse there. I've got some blocking underneath the legs to get it up level. So what I'm going to do now is cut some boards up. This one's 1.5 inches thick. I'm going to rip it down to 5.5 or 6. I'm going to do 6 1/4. It's 12.5-inch board, so we'll just do 6 1/4 or whatever, so that it's just in half. So I'm going to do that, and we'll cut some stuff up. Okay, so I got one board cut at 75 inches, and I've got my 2 boards cut at 49, and everything's level, so we should be good. Now my sawhorses are not square with each other, so this is gonna, I'm not gonna be using the sawhorses for the square part of it. All they are is level support. So I'm flush with the top. I got a T-square here, 4-foot T-square, drywall square, whatever you want to call it. I'm square with the board, my one there, and I'm flush on the end right here, and I'm good out there. So that's square right there. What I'm using, I got nail gun here with 2 3/8 inch ring shank, full head nails. So that's got everything good there. slide this a little bit. All I'm doing is just being real careful here, getting this as good as I can. Go ahead and put one nail in that to hold it. Should be 75, and I'm not quite, right there is. I could try to screw these down somehow or something, but if you want to double check it, we're at 75 there, run diagonals on everything, 89 and a half that way, 89 and 5/8, so let's see, this one could just come a little bit. Like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the rest of the boards up here, and I'll cut the top end square here and get them nailed on, and then the bottom I'm going to measure it down 75 and cut those off, and then put that board where it needs to go. So we'll go ahead and get after that. Wow. So as you can see here, that actually came out almost perfectly flush with it. I didn't plan that. These are just 4 random Woodmizers I grabbed. But if it would have been hanging over a little bit, it would have been fine, because I would just come back, and I probably will anyway, come back and rip this edge. Looks like I'm sticking over a little bit down there. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and verify this is square, go ahead and nail these across, and we'll do the bottom. Alright, so I got this end is getting square. So what I'm going to do, just to make sure my diagonal's right and that bottom is square with everything. So we're 75. Come down 75 here. Over 49. And our diagonal should be the same. If not, I can move that up a little bit or down, whatever. That's 89 and 9/16, between half and 9/16. 89 and 9/16. About as good as you're gonna get. So what I'm just going to do is draw a line across here where I'm square at. I can cut this off. Okay, so that should be the bottom of the door. We're going to clamp on that or something. I can probably get that tight. That's something I did want to mention. It's just a little on the interesting side. This tree that I cut these boards out of died in the fire almost 3 years ago. So from when I cut it, it was almost 2 years that it had been dead. And I cut it down last year. It's been sitting out here for a year. This tree, the moisture in just about every one of these boards is over 27%. So when you think you cut something down, it's dead standing, that it's dry, you're mistaken. It's definitely not the case. But anyway, I just thought that was an interesting point. The other interesting thing, and we didn't get the super cold that we normally have, like 40 below. We did have some 30 couple nights. When I cut this yesterday, there was a bunch of those worms crawling out of the holes and a few of those big beetles that I cut into pieces. So those bugs live in these trees even after they're dead and down and sitting in the yard. They just stay eating and stay after it. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get these nailed up, and then we'll get the brace in there. Okay, what we're going to do now is figure out this diagonal board. So what I'm doing is just squaring a mark. Let's see, I'm going to hang it from that side, so yeah, I want it running. Squaring a mark up from the underside, the inside of this 2x6 here. So I got a line on there where that 2x6 is. There's probably there is a lot of different ways to do this, but this is how I'm doing it. So I need a longer line. So what I'm doing is lining up this edge of the 2x6 with the very tip of that pencil mark where the bottom of that 2x6 is. I'm going to clamp that real quick. Do the same on this end. Double check this one. We're good. So, let's see here. Put this on there. Transfer my mark up. That's going to be the long point of my cut. And I line this up with that pencil line I did earlier. Right there I'm looking at 34 degrees. Right there. Transfer this mark up. .4 degrees. So that, I cut those two lines out, it will give me a diagonal brace in here that, actually what I'm going to do is mark this side and this side, and then I can know where my where to put nails. Alright, I'm going to cut this to get it put in here. This might be a little tricky. Looks like I might be a little bit long. good. I want to make sure the dot is up tight. All right, now you can throw a straight edge on here and know where to nail. Alright, I just went down and ripped some bout strips. Now, these are 1 inch, they're 1 inch thick, 2 inches wide, so I'm just lining up the board with the crack and making a mark. And I'll just cut these off afterwards. Oh, let's see. Alright, well that's got the door built. Let's go get it hung up, and I'm probably going to put a 2x6 across the center just for my latch mechanism to be able to have some good backing on. But we'll go down and see how it looks. Well, we got the door and the tools down here, so let's get the door put on. Oh yeah, plenty of room.
to go up. Got one more board.
Alright, good and tight over here. I'm a little wide at the bottom, but I can get this and then I can trim that up over there to make it fit.
I gotta get another battery and I'll trim that door up real quick. And we'll finish up here in a second.
Alright, so I got the door trimmed up, it shuts. I'm going to have to put some boards up here for door stops around the door just to keep it from slamming, you know, against the lock or something, but that'll be another project for another time. And I forgot to grab a battery, so I'm just swapping batteries out between tools here. We got big thunderheads building today. It might rain this afternoon, wind up with thunderstorms, and I hope we don't get any lightning out of it. It is bone dry around here. Burn our mountains up. Besides, need to get a board back behind there. Right in between here where I'm sucking that in, because actually I might have one, but I do right there. Well, that's convenient. Now, like I said before, this isn't a piano, which I used to hate that term back when I was in the business. But for the purposes of what this is, I'm not super concerned about how perfect anything is, or looks a lot better. Alright, that's got that. Well, that's how I built the barn door. Hope everybody's doing good. I gotta get going. I got a couple errands I gotta run, and it's time sensitive, and hopefully get some stuff done before the rain shows up this afternoon. It's gonna be nice to have it rain, that's for sure. It's been too long. But get my stuff picked up, get it put away, and we'll see you all on the next one. I hope everybody's doing good. Have a great day. 307 out.